Urine retention, it's all in your head. Now, I'm talking about urine retention, not urine incontinence. This is the inability to release your urine, not the opposite, okay? Not the ability to hold your urine. Urine retention, you're holding your urine, you can't release it, you can't pee it out. So you get full, you get bloated, you get abdominal pressure, and over time that actually causes damage to your kidneys, and you have kidney failure, kidney problems, infiltration, all this stuff with your kidney, right? So you want to look to your head. You want to use your hands, and you want to go to the top of your head from both sides, and you want to connect the dots, and this is where you would push. You'll push this on top of your head about 1 inch all around. You just want to massage, okay? This reestablishes the connection between your brain and your bladder so that it relaxes your bladder and so that your bladder can release the urine so that you don't retain the urine and you can actually pee it out, all right? Follow me.
I have been trying for 10 years roughly to get pregnant, and I have done 3 IVF cycles, and there was a frozen embryo left, and I came here and this time it stuck, so I'm actually pregnant now. I'm very excited to be here. It's wonderful, and I would absolutely recommend it to my friends and to my family to come and relax and enjoy it and get healed.
And so we're going to continue the conversation about, the 9 strategies on how to improve the quality of your life. And this is kind of like strategy number 3, part B. So yesterday was strategy 3, part A, and that was to relax. In the people in those blue zone areas that are living past 100 years old and still having a great quality of life, probably better quality of life than most 30 or 40 year olds, right? It has nothing to do with how old they are. It's just a matter of how they could have such a long life with a high quality, right? And so whereas 34-year-olds, we've only lived half of what they've lived, and our quality is nowhere theirs. So how do they get that? So one of them was yesterday was about relaxation, and part of that strategy, 3rd strategy, was also how to decrease your stress, right? And so we have actually many patients that come to us because they're so stressed out, and so everybody tells them, oh, just let things slide, don't stress yourself out. If it was that simple, then nobody would be stressed, right? So how do we de-stress our life? One of the things is, number 1, focusing on is having goals that you're focused on. If you don't have a goal, then of course you're going to be all stressed because you don't know what you're going to do today, right? And another way, there's 2 ways that we can decrease stress, and this is what we do to help our patients, right? So one is the mental aspect and one is the physical aspect. So the mental aspect, and what I like to tell our patients is the reason why we get stressed out over certain things, because number 1, nobody can stress us out. We allow things to stress us out, right? So we have control over our mind. We just allow things to stress us out. We allow other people to stress us out. And so it's the way that we process information. That's what causes the stress. Because if you can think about it, what are some things that, like, some hardships you've gone over that you've been through, and when you were going through it, it was stressing you out. But when the same thing happens today, it doesn't stress you out, right? Because the first time when those hardships occurred, you didn't know how to process that information, process that data. But once you overcame that hardship, now you know what to expect and you know how to process that information. And so the next time that happens, it doesn't stress you out because of how you process the data. But really, it's the same thing. The same information, the same hardship can occur in your life, but the first time it stresses you out and the second time it doesn't. Nothing changed. The only thing that changed was how you processed the information. That was the only difference, right? Now that part we don't necessarily, we're not the experts in helping that part in our clinic. What we help with is the second part of how to reduce stress. And it's not that we reduce the cause of the stress. what we do in our clinic, so in the body, so one is how we process the information. Two is how your organs are functioning and how your organs help you adapt to the outside stress. If you have strong organ function, your body is more capable of adapting to outside stress so that it doesn't freak you out. Because we all have stress, right? How come some people freak out and some people don't? It all comes down to organ function. And there's two main organs that help you adapt to stress. It's your liver and your adrenal glands. And these two organs, if we can get them strong, then you will be able to adapt to the outside stress more effectively. You'll freak out less, and still maintain a high quality of life. So that's where we come in. At Achieve Integrative Health, we are experts at restoring organ function. So if you are stressed out, and you can't change the outside influence of the stress, we can help your body adapt to that stress better. But the stress is still gonna be there. The only difference is you ain't freaking out, right? You're not, losing sleep. You're not getting irritated, agitated. You're not having immune system problems because of the stress. If you are struggling, or if you know if somebody is struggling, or if it's someone that's sitting beside you, don't look at them, okay? But kind of nudge them and say, give us a call so we can help you start restoring your organ function.